Hey everyone, I know I said I was only going to post a video a day, but I got to thinking about it, and I know earlier we sat there and we talked about the difference between anabolism and catabolic and being in these different states, and I mentioned foods and different things like that. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to go ahead and broach the subject of macro and micronutrients. I don't want you guys thinking that, okay, I'm only going to give you bits of the story. I'm going to give you I'm going to give you every bit, but I'm going to give it to you in pieces so that you can figure out where you are and we can get this thing done, okay? So what is a macronutrient? When we talk about macronutrients, we're talking about the large portions of our diet and our nutrition program as far as what our body needs. And there's three basic macronutrients. We have protein, we have fats, and we have carbohydrates. Now in later videos I'm going to go ahead and break it down even farther, but just to introduce you to the subject matter, what is a protein? A protein is basically a long chain of amino acids. Our body takes in different amino acids and it creates these long peptide chains, and then goes into further. And what these proteins in our body do is they regulate and they do various things for us. Our hormones are a type of protein chain. Our muscles are a type of protein. Connective tissues. All of these things that happen within our body, good and bad, are based off of protein chains. It's basically a way of sending information to and from different cells, different tissues, different organs. Okay, that is an overall basic idea of what a protein is. Okay, what is a fat? Well, fats are necessary within the body, and they provide different things. They provide insulation for our bodies. So if it's getting cold, we add a little extra fat. And then different processes within our body, specifically in our cell membranes and in our cell cycles, the fats within the body contribute to these. And then we have the most controversial subject out there right now because of all the marketing and the food, and that's carbohydrates. What is a carbohydrate, Doc? Carbohydrate in its simplest form is a form of energy. Our body uses carbohydrates to store energy. We do not have the ability to make our own foods, our own carbohydrates, our own energy. We don't walk around with green skin doing photosynthesis and providing our own foods. So we have to take this in. Now we're going to break down the good and bad carbohydrates and stuff like that. But our body needs these nutrients. We need proteins. We need fats. We need carbohydrates because our body utilizes those in specific ways. Now we also have something called a micronutrient. Micronutrients help our body with our day-to-day processes, our cell processes. How we utilize the different proteins that we take in, how we utilize the fats, the carbohydrates, how we send information to and from different areas of the body. Micronutrients are what we find in vitamin supplements and different things of that nature. So when we're talking about manipulating our diets and nutrition to be a healthy style, we need to start looking at the macronutrients, the proteins, the fats, the types of carbs. Are we getting enough of the micronutrients, the vitamins, the minerals, the trace elements? So when we're working on this, and as we start to develop our subject, and as soon as we start developing our lifestyle around these, it'll make more sense. Okay? If you have any questions, any comments, go ahead and send them, mystic35fitness@gmail. And like always, if you have a comment, drop it down at the bottom. And like always, see you guys on the other side.